And we are here live at Rome, Georgia, home of the number 2 nationally ranked Georgia Highlands Chargers. Today they're taking on Gordan State College. And we are here live at Rome, Georgia, home of the number 2 nationally ranked Georgia Highlands Chargers. Today they're taking on Gordan State College. And we are here live at Rome, Georgia, home of the number 2 nationally ranked Georgia Highlands Chargers. Where do I go to now, you know? Where do I go to now, you know? Testing. We are just a few minutes away from starting jump of your Georgia Highlands College Chargers versus Gordan State Highlanders. This should be a fast-paced game with a lot of speed. And as you know, the Chargers bring on a lot of pressure during the basketball game, and so do the Highlanders. Both of these teams are very, very athletic, has a lot of highly skilled basketball players. So you should see a lot of high-level basketball out here tonight, folks.
So when it was down there at Gordan back on the 3rd, it was really fast-paced. Played both of the Highlanders here, Portal.
Oh, yeah.
Got to sit in with y'all today. Did it last year, had a blast.
And it looks like the Chargers won the tip, controlled by Donnell Dean. As he gets the Chargers into the offense.
First team all-conference for Donnell Dean. Conference awards came out yesterday.
A great accomplishment for Dean and what he's brought to this team as he scores his first bucket. And we get a near steal by the Chargers. And they turn it over, and the Highlanders come down with it after all the back and forth play. But like you said, Donnell Dean is a very high-level basketball player, and I think that he will make the next team that he goes and play for the next 2 years a very good player. Highlanders shoots the ball, misses, and it's off of Davenport, out of bounds to the Highlanders. As we see here, looks like both teams are kind of feeling each other out. The Highlanders inbound the ball here, and they're going through their offensive set. We have number 4, D'Angelo Quilter, with the ball up top, guarded by Paris Ballinger. Great on-the-ball defender is Ballinger. And Ballinger is one of those hard-nosed, small defenders that is always in the right place at the right time, seems like. He sticks his nose in there and takes a charge and all that good stuff. And we have a foul. Looks like it's on number 1, Tyleek Evans. of the Chargers. Sending number 4, D'Angelo Wilcher, to the line to shoot 2. Yeah, that free throw shot did not look like it had a lot of confidence behind it.
Matter of fact, I think this is his first start since y'all came to our house.
Oh, wow. Makes the second one. Looks like the Highlanders are coming with a 2-2-1 press. Chargers break it up to Kemont Jenkins. Swings a skip pass over to Ballinger, and they settle in for the offense with Tyleek Evans, who kicks it over to Jenkins. Jenkins goes up for 3-point shot. Up, no good. Rebound, the Highlanders.
That was Javarius Trotman. Like I said in the game when I came down there, we were talking two of the purest shooters in the nation are on the floor today.
Oh, yeah.
Dean and Javarius Trotman.
And a lot of respect between these two teams. And Jenkins scores on a fast break layup. Looks like the Highlanders fell right into what the Chargers love to do, is get a long rebound and a quick outlet pass for an easy layup. We got out of bounds as the Chargers come with their full court press. Out of bounds, Highlanders basketball. And speaking of shooters, Jenkins is a really good shooter for the Chargers as well as Justin Bridges. But I mean, anywhere you look out here on the court, you can just point at somebody and have a very good athlete. As the Chargers get another steal and Jenkins goes up for 2. I think we have a timeout. Yep, timeout by the Highlanders. It's like it's only going to be a 30-second timeout. I think he's really just calming his guys down and saying, hey, guys, we've seen this press before. You know, we have to be patient with the ball and have to make crisp passes. I think in that situation, if they ball fake the pass a little bit more, they may can, you know, draw the Chargers off guard or get them off balance. Yep, looks like they changed up to full court man-to-man defense now. Dean is up top on the ball. That's Kadarius Troutman. Looks like we have a couple of substitutions. Number 22, Michael Stevenson, is in the game for the Highlanders. Shot goes up, 3-point ball, no good. Rebound, no. It did look like it hit rim on that 3-shot attempt. But the refs say that it didn't hit rim and it's shot clock. Chargers basketball. Quickly up to Dean. Swings it over to Paris. And Ballinger brings it out to set up the offense. Gives it off to Tyleek Evans. And this guy right here is probably one of the quickest guards, if not in the conference. I know he is in the conference, but he may be nationally one of the quickest guards in JUCO basketball.
You come in the Region 17 and play, you better be ready to run and gun.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Looks like we have a backcourt on a inbound attempt by the Chargers, and looks like Jenkins was a little off balance there and just tried to tip the ball out, but unfortunately it went into the backcourt. Highlanders basketball as they try to get settled into their half-court offense. Looks like we get a steal by the Chargers, and that defense is just relentless. Jenkins goes up for the dunk. Looks like we have an injured player. That is number 2. Is that Rainier Thornton? Rainier Thornton? Oh, if he goes down, man, that is a huge loss for the Highlanders. Hopefully he will be all right. Hopefully it's just a stinger. Yeah. You're exactly right. Looks like we're having technical difficulties here. Okay, we're back. Highlanders basketball, and the Chargers are up with looks like a full court man-to-man defense. And this Chargers team loves to bring pressure. And looks like the Highlanders beat it. Donnell then gets back on defense, but did not stop number 14.
They finally broke out.
And got that easy basket that they were looking for against that press. Like both of these teams are very seasoned, and Tyleek Evans shoots a 3-ball, no good. Rebound Highlanders as they bring it up the court. Miles Howard, number 10, is running the show for the Highlanders, and Tyleek Evans is guarding him. Got a mishandle and a steal by Tyleek Evans as they quickly come back up the floor. It's like we had a little showboating by Tyleek on that. Maybe 2 passes sooner, he may have made that pass to Ballinger in the corner over there for the 3-point shot.
Beginning of the game, this is how a game ran in South Georgia State the other night. Really fast pace like this, low scoring in the first 10 minutes, actually.
Bridges just chasing the game, shoots a 3, misses, and Davenport gets the rebound, gets his shot blocked. And out of there are the Highlanders with the basketball coming into the front court. And this game so far is like a heavyweight boxing match. Everybody's throwing jabs and seeing how well your defense is. And we get a good post move shot by Alex Simmons. Scores 2 over the top of a good defender in Davenport. And we get a steal by the Highlanders on the Dean pass. And looks like the Chargers steal it right back. Dean goes up. Ooh, gets a hard foul. And lands on his lower back. And that can really be painful. We hope that Dean is okay. I mean, he's a bruiser. He's already bandaged up from the waist down. It seems like he has a bandage on his right hand already. They may have to put one on his tailbone after that fall. 14:45 in the game in the first half. The score is 9-5 in favor of the Chargers. Donnell Dean at the line makes the first of 2. And as he walks gingerly, he's asking for the coaches to get him out of the game after this second free throw. Will Bynum and Emmanuel Griggs have checked into the game, and it looks like number 5, Shakari Jones, will be checking in to get Donnell Dean on that second free throw. He made it and hobbles off to the sideline, maybe looking for the nearest ice pack to put on that lower back. Hopefully Dean is okay and can come back into the game, as well as number 2, Rainier Thornton. He hasn't entered back into the game yet after his major collision earlier. We got a travel call. Chargers basketball. Looks like 1 2-minute steps by Alex Simmons on that play.
Well, I'll tell you what, Coach Gaffney, Coach of the Year, he's definitely scattered this one right.
Oh, yeah.
He is definitely getting us off our game.
Chargers with a 5-point lead. And they smooth the ball around in the half-court set. Gibbons goes up for the layup, misses. Out of bounds on the Highlanders Chargers basketball. It was a great pump fake by Gibbons, but he just couldn't finish the layup. And he's a very good outside jump shooter as well. And he's one of those dark horses that you have to account for on defense. Jenkins up for three, no good.
Everybody's getting good looks, just can't get them to go.
You're exactly right. Usually Jenkins is a really good three-point shooter. Can't get that one to fall. Highlanders working the ball around. Have about 10 seconds left on the shot clock. And we got another travel call, another turnover. I tell you, if you continue to turn the ball over against the Chargers, you're playing right into the hands of that team.
Definitely, it will be a long afternoon and a long ride home.
Yeah, exactly. You definitely don't want blood in the water with these guys.
Actually, we didn't feel bad for the Falcons forward game. You can see a Gordan winning the tournament.
We get a quick pass down to Emmanuel Griggs for the two. And we got more pressure by the Chargers. We got a deflection. Looks like it's out of bounds to the Highlanders. But, yes, both of these teams are just tremendously quick and tremendously athletic. And, yes. I think a lot of people here in this district play a hard schedule to try to get ready and prepare them for March. Three-point shot up and good. Number 22, Michael Stevenson of the Highlanders. And with that made shot, closes the lead down to 4 with a score of 12-8. Gibbons goes in, takes the contact, but it looks like he was in the act of passing instead of shooting on that one. It's like we have Fritz Lucien in for the Chargers, along with Emmanuel Griggs, Gibbons, and Shakari Jones. Offense looks a little stagnant right now. Dump down to Emmanuel Griggs. As I said, that Emmanuel Griggs goes up for the dunk. Nice look by Gibbons on that pass. And right back at you are the Highlanders. And just a little mishandle on that pass, or they would have had an uncontested layup on that one. Looks like the Highlanders are settling down a little bit. Three-point shot up and no good. They get the offensive rebound. Layup attempt, no good. Rebound Chargers. Gibbons comes out of there with the ball. Yes, they are. You can tell that it's getting close to the conference tournament. Oh, Gibbons with a turnover. And we get a lay-in on the other side by number 14, Mr. Troutman. Kadarius Troutman with the steal and the easy bucket for 2. Still a 4-point lead with 11 minutes left to go in the half. Fritz Lucien for 3, up and no good, but it looks like he gets fouled by number 15.
He's not on that list.
Terrence Brown, okay. Looks like Terrence Brown may have just clipped his leg a little bit there on that three-point attempt. Fritz, a good-looking freshman, goes up to the line, knocks the first one down. This guy's really come a long way from the beginning of the year. Enjoying some big-time minutes, too. It's being rewarded by the coaching staff. Wow. And Fritz goes 3 for 3. Looks like Dean is checking back into the game for Justin Bridges. And the Highlanders get across half court, look to settle into their offense. Tyleek Evans and Donnell Dean are back into the game. Great pass. Missed the layup, and he gets it blocked on the second attempt. Looks like there was a little bit of body contact on that shot, but like you said earlier, the refs are letting them play. Tyleek Evans with a floater and gets the 2-point basket. And here come the Chargers with, guess what, folks, more pressure. And I tell you, that Tyleek Evans may be the smallest guy on the court, but he plays with tremendous heart and an unstoppable motor. Great move by number 14, Troutman. Gets Davenport up in the air and just steps into him to draw that personal foul. Oh, wow. Yes, you can tell that he's a good-looking player, even though he missed both of those free throws. Some players you can look at and just see their calmness and their demeanor as they're out there on the floor. It doesn't matter how much pressure you apply to them, they still have that calmness about them. And he definitely has that. Very heady player as well. Looks like the big guys down there getting physical. Griggs and Emmanuel Griggs and Mr. 32, Haslam. And Griggs got him to, he put the bait out there and got him to commit that foul, and Haslam runs right over him. Haslam definitely has to keep his cool on plays like that. You know, this deep into the season, you have to keep your cool. You can't lose your composure on a simple play like that. If a guy gets physical with you, you know, there's ways of getting physical back with him. But you can't do it right there in the face of the referee. That was an easy call. The Chargers get it into the front court. Dean over to Davenport, who gets shut down, and we got 3 seconds on Emmanuel Griggs, number 20, camping out in the lane for the Chargers. Highlanders basketball. Looks like number 3, Brandon Banks, will be checking into the game. And number 15, the unnamed man on my roster here, checks out the basketball game. You know, we're in the perfect spot. We're up here broadcasting a high-level basketball game on a beautiful Saturday afternoon. And when you get to see high-level basketball like this and you're a basketball fanatic like we are, you know, this is like a vacation. Got a shot attempt, miss, and then we get the rebound put back by number 23, James Walker. That's the first time we call Walker's name tonight, but he is a force to be reckoned with. Donnell Dean with a nice move, drive to the lane and takes the contact, flips it over his right shoulder and gets the bucket. The Highlanders bring it up into the front court. Mr. Walker throws up a 3-point shot, misses. Dean gets the rebound over to Ballinger, drops it off to Tyleek Evans, kicks it up to Jenkins. Jenkins pump fakes on the 3, goes in for the uncontested layup, and we have another timeout by the Highlanders. Your time is 9:02 left in the first half. The score is 23-12 in favor of the second-ranked Georgia Highlands Chargers. And I think this timeout is more so of saying, guys, if we continue to do the things that we're doing, this game will get out of control very quickly. Like we were saying earlier, you definitely cannot turn the ball over to help these guys out, because the Chargers, they feed off of those loose balls and transition baskets. Yep, that's absolutely. When you're missing key pieces in the game, key pieces from your team, that hurts a lot.
Well, Rainier's coming up on 300 rebounds on the year.
Oh, wow.
And almost 200 of them on the defensive end.
Now that is a monster in himself. We're back to action. Highlanders basketball. And the Chargers come out with their full court press. Highlanders break it. 3-point shot up and no good. Rebound Davenport. And for a big man, he has pretty good handles. Drops it off to Tyleek Evans. So the biggest man on the court, gives the ball to the smallest man on the court who scores, and then he comes up with a steal. That's why they call him Tyleek Jetpack Evans. Pulls up a three, misses. Davenport keeps it alive and kicks it out to Donnell Dean, who will settle it down. At least I would think they're settling it down, yes. Back inside to Davenport, goes up, scores 2 more points. And with that steal, that brought a lot of energy to the Chargers faithfuls and to the basketball team as well. A lot more energy. They're bouncing around. And the Highlanders coaching staff is probably sitting there saying, hey, guys, we have to weather the storm of this run and get ready to surge on a run of our own. Yes. Number 23, James Walker. I think they're going to be leaning on him to score the ball more. Donnell Dean goes right around the defender to score a layup. Yes. Walker goes up, scores another basket, and just like I said a few seconds ago, they're going to lean on him a lot since they have Rainier Thornton on the bench. And just like that, Mr. Thornton is up, back in the game. It may be a sight for sore eyes for the Chargers, but in the light of the Highlanders coaching staff, they're happy to see him being able to come back into this game. 7.5 minutes left to go in the first half. The score is 29-16 in favor of the Chargers. Looks like Mr. Thornton is still a little gimpy there with that leg injury. We get a blocking charge on Paris Ballinger. I don't know how that was called a blocking charge. Yep. Yep. I tell you, you have to be smart with these guys out here. With both teams, you know, they definitely have looked at the scouting reports and looked at film and studied each other and played each other a couple of times this year already. And, you know, Paris Ballinger goes up for three. Off the glass. Did he call bank on that? And the Chargers are turning up the defense right now. And Ballinger almost with the steal. Kicks it over to Walker for three. Up and down, no good. Out of bounds, Highlanders ball. Highlanders inbounded. Missed layup attempt, and the Chargers are out and running. Tyleek gets it, goes up with the shot, and he gets fouled by number 3, Brandon Banks.
Alex Simmons, like I said, he's a freshman, coming along really well, but especially defensively. Offensively, he's had 17, 20-point games here recently.
Wow.
Shooting almost 50%.
As Evans makes the first. Justin Bridges back into the game, giving Mr. Jenkins a breather. And it looks like Donnell Dean will be checking back in on the next dead ball. And he sticks them both. Well, both of these teams, you know, when you look at it on paper, they match up really well. They're both quick and athletic, and I mean, it's just a few turnovers, a few missed assignments that's, you know, gotten the Highlanders into a little bit of a hole. We got a foul, reach-in foul on number 2, Ballinger of the Chargers. And just when you're that close on paper and that close as far as the talent level, you know, you definitely have to play almost a perfect game and not have costly turnovers. Looks like we get a player control foul with the elbow on number 3, Brandon Banks. He was in the middle of a trap between Will Gibbons and Paris Ballinger. Got a little separation with the elbow. Chargers have the ball in front court, and they're probing the defense with 20 seconds left to go on the shot clock. Ballinger has the ball up top, kicks it over to Dean. Dean throws it up to Emmanuel Griggs, who misses the layup. Griggs is saying that he got pushed in the back on that layup attempt, but the coaching staff said you should have dunked the basketball on that one. Mr. Walker goes up for the jump shot. Great looking shot, but just slightly off to the left. And Dean with the rebound brings it back up the court. Kicks it over to Gibbons for 3. 3-point shot up and good. I think if they don't score on this possession here, then the coaching staff of the Highlanders will be forced to call another timeout. They don't want this thing to get too far out of hand. Almost a near steal by the Chargers. Shot goes up. Good looking jump shot by number 34, Cedric Council.
He gets on fire. He's deadly. 18, 20 points.
As a freshman, he's a solid looking player, 6'8", 210. Nice basketball body. Gibbons said he has a heat check and hits another 3 from way downtown. And we get a steal by the Chargers. Griggs over the Ballinger. Ballinger goes up, gets it blocked. Looks like an up and down call on Paris Ballinger. Looks like he tried to trick the referees on that, but they were not fooled. Shakari Jones comes back into the game for Ballinger.
Looks like Coach Capers is just trying to do damage control right now to get him in the locker room.
And we get another turnover by the Highlanders. Donnell Dean with the floater. And let's see if the Highlanders can come through with a mini run here. We got a foul on the Chargers. Number 5, Shakari Jones with the reach-in. Let's see if the Highlanders can go on a mini run here with 4.5 minutes left to go in the first half to try to cut into the lead of this basketball game. The score is now 42-18 in favor of the Chargers. And the coaching staff of the Highlanders, they're looking for some pieces to get out here on the floor just to weather the storm, as you might say. as they come into the front court. And here come the Chargers with another trap. Highlanders break it, and we get a steal. It was a near break. Get a steal. Bridges gets it, tosses it up to Donnell Dean for the dunk. Almost a near turnover. Wow, now this is a up and down, very fast, very, very fast basketball game. Gibbons with a near steal, and that guy, he just goes out and gives Coach Gaffney 110% every game. It doesn't matter if he plays 7 minutes or if he plays 14 minutes. He's 110% from the word go.
That's what college basketball is all about. Team effort.
Oh, yeah. That's the luxury of college basketball that you don't see a whole lot of in professional basketball, is that these guys go out here and they play with their heart on their sleeves, and they go at it every night, night in and night out. 3-point shot up and no good. Rebound, no. Looks like we have a foul on the Chargers. Number 10, Will Gibbons, looks like he grabbed number 34, Mr. Council, then, to keep him from getting that offensive rebound putback. Quickly in the Council, who goes to work on the low post. 3-point shot up and good. Number 10, Miles Howard with the 3. And the Highlanders definitely needed that shot to stop the bleeding. But they cannot leave him open. Gibbons misses that, but I think that was a blown assignment to leave Gibbons open, who had just hit 2 straight threes. But needless to say, it didn't hurt the Highlanders because they came out unscathed with the miss by Gibbons. 3-point shot attempt up, in and out. Rebound, Council, up and good. I tell you, that's a good-looking freshman there for the Highlanders. You know, he grits his teeth, get in there and battle with the big guys. And
His dad is already got his workout program done for the summer. Worked out.
that's awesome. Highlanders with a steal. And they're attacking the rim. Come back. Misses, but there's Council again for the offensive rebound and putback. It's like we have a 30-second timeout by Coach Gaffney of the Chargers. This has been a sore spot for the Chargers if there's ever been one for them all season long, is that they give up a lot of offensive rebounds. I was doing a game, and they gave up maybe 7 offensive rebounds just from the free throw line. Yeah, and if you want to be a championship team, you can definitely not afford to give up, rebounds on the free throws.
And like you said, this time of year, the composed teams are the ones that keep going on.
Oh yeah. 2:31 left to go in the first half. Score is 44-25 in favor of the Chargers. Chargers basketball. Tyleek Evans has the ball up top. He and Donnell Dean are working the offense for the Chargers. Over to Jenkins. Jenkins goes up for 3. Up, no good. Looks like we have a hold by number 2 of Highlander. Right near Thornton, looks like he was holding Kevon by the arm there, trying to prevent him from getting that offensive rebound. Yeah. Yeah, and you love guys like that on your team. Davenport knocks down both free throws. It looks like Thornton has ran off the cobwebs of that fall that he took earlier. Look like he's moving pretty well. And as I said, we have another turnover. Michael Stevenson and Mr. Thornton were not on the same page on that pass. Chargers basketball. 1:58 left to go in the game. The score is 46-25 in favor of the Chargers. Donnell Dean brings it up into the front court. Dumps it off to Thornton. Davenport, rather, who misses the layup. Near steal. And looks like we get a foul call on number 32, Keymont Jenkins, on the layup attempt, sending number 54, Austin Knowlton, to the line. First free throw up and good. It's a good-looking free throw shot. Yes, he definitely has the body for it. 6'5", 220. Misses the second one. Yeah, you can tell once he gets his feet wet, he's going to be a solid player for the Highlanders. Donnell Dean puts pressure on the defender and draws a foul on Miles Howard with his second personal foul. That's the team's 9th foul. Sending Donnell Dean to the line to shoot 1-and-1. First free throw up, no good. Highlanders bring the ball into the front court. It's like we have a little confusion there by Howard. The coaching staff wanted him to push the ball to put a little pressure against the Chargers defense. And we have a turnover by number 54, Austin Knowlton. Just couldn't quite handle that pass there. Yeah, that's letting you know that they're letting them play. 3-point shot up and good by Tyleek Evans. And when you think that the Chargers are not going to press, they come out and press anyway. Counsell tries to fool Davenport on the shot, but he doesn't. Davenport gets the block, and he goes up, misses the layup. Had a dunk attempt, but the ball just slipped out of his hand. Highlanders have the ball in the front court. And we get a steal. Bridges gets it for the easy layup and miss. Tyleek Evans scores the ball. 10 seconds left to go in the first half. The score is 51-26 in favor of the Chargers. And we get an easy lay-in by number 22, Michael Stevenson, to close out the first half. Score is 51-28 in favor of the Chargers. And with that, the keys of the game for the Highlanders and the Chargers is, how many turnovers can the Chargers force the Highlanders to commit? In that first half, it looks like, they got the best of them on that. Oh, yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. It's going to be key. The first 4 minutes of the second half will be key for the Highlanders to see if they can get back into this basketball game, because if they come out and turn the ball over the way they did in the last 6 or 7 minutes there in that first half, then this ball game can quickly get away from them. That's right. It's halftime, folks, here in Rome, Georgia, home of the second-ranked Georgia Highlands Chargers taking on Gordan State College Highlanders. The score is 51-28. We're back live in Rome, Georgia. It's about time for the beginning of the second half between the Chargers and the Highlanders of Gordan State. Gordan State brings the ball in. Oh, yeah. Near steal by Donnell Dean. And that's just a, picture perfect defense attempt right there on that deflection, and that proves why he's the defensive player of the year this year. See if the Highlanders can get it going. Shot attempt up, no good. Rebound to Davenport. Out to Jenkins, goes up, 2-point basket. Probably not the start that the Highlanders were looking for, to give up a long rebound on a long outlet pass for 2 points. We have Ballinger out front, defending. Looks like they're going inside to the big guy. Goes up, takes the contact, and scores the basket. That's number 40, Alex Simmons, with a strong move. Accepts the contact from Keymont Jenkins. His second personal foul, sending Simmons to the line to see if he can complete the three-point play the old-fashioned way. Free throw up and good. Donnell Dean brings it up for the Chargers. As Coach Gaffney calls out a play. Dean is probing the defense, goes up, and that's his mid-range jump shot. That's his specialty right there. He gets to that elbow and just goes up and shoots over top of people. Yeah. 3-point shot up and no good. Rebound Council. Goes up, gets the shot blocked, and we got a foul on number 3. Kevon Davenport with the foul. Looks like he got him in the top of the head on that block attempt there. But that freshman Council for the Highlanders really works that glass. Does a lot of special things to be a freshman. First free throw up, no good. Yes, he would definitely be a freak of nature. Jenkins with a strong rebound by the Chargers on that missed free throw. Dean brings it into the front court. Kicks it off to Talik, who swings it over to Jenkins for 3. Short. Davenport almost gets the rebound, but it looks like we have another foul call. Looks like number 40, Mr. Simmons, was holding Davenport's left arm. That's why he couldn't corral that rebound. And he almost got away with it, but the outside official caught it. Ball is quickly inbound to Dean, who goes in and gives it to Davenport on the post. Davenport goes up. Great defense by Simmons that time on Davenport. The Highlanders bring it up court quickly. Simmons goes up, gets it ripped, and they bring it back up top to reset it. Oh, missed alley-oop attempt by Council then. Tyleek Evan goes between 3 people, flips it up, and his layup attempt rims out as well. Quickly back down the floor are the Highlanders. Another layup attempt missed, and the Chargers are out and running. 3-point shot up and no good. A lot of back and forth action here. Donnell Dean corrals the rebound. attacks the lane, shoots it up, off the glass, and 2. Well, he's definitely the leader on this Chargers team, and he does it both on the court and off the court. And when the Chargers need a basket, they call his number quite frequently. Looks like they're going to try to go back inside to Simmons. Left hand layup, no good. Rebound to Jenkins. Nope. Tyleek Evans mishandles the basketball and falls down. And we get a lay-in on the other end. Nobody gets back for the Highlanders. And we got a push and foul, number 40. Alex Simmons fouls Kevon Davenport. Looks like we're going to have a couple of players come in for the Chargers. (16-17) left to go in the game. The score is 57-33. Kevon Davenport's at the line to shoot 2. First shot up and good. For a big guy, he has a nice-looking jump shot. Nice-looking free throw shot right there at the free throw line. Good follow-through, nice high release. Yeah, most definitely. If you can imagine him having about another 10 to 15 pounds of muscle on that frame. Second free throw is no good. And we have another shot attempt missed by the Highlanders, and Justin Bridges with the rebound. Comes down and gives it over to Donnell Dean to settle into the offense. Dean pulls up at the elbow jump shot, gets fouled. Fouls on number 23, James Walker. Yep, right here at the corral. Yep. Dean short arms the first free throw. The good thing about 2 shots is that you get a chance to, if you miss the first one, you get a chance for the second one to correct. And he misses them both.
Which is unusual for him.
Yep. 3-point shot up and no good. Rebound and put back by Alex Simmons. Well, if you want anybody to shoot the ball from long distance for the Highlanders, it has to be number 14, Troutman. Let's see if they can get him going here in the second half. Not a good foul here by number 34, Council there, with the ball about 29 feet away from the goal.
He's number 1 in the nation, 3-point percentage. Right around 55%.
So they definitely have to get that guy going. Get a couple of plays called in for him on offense to see if they can get him going. Bridges goes to the hole, gets his shot blocked.
And he has a healthy college football.
I can believe it. Good looking player. Seems to have a very high motor, very highly intelligent player, and doesn't play out of himself. He plays within himself, which is key to being a successful college basketball player. Gibbons goes up, misses, gets his own rebound, and he goes up, takes the contact. That's on number 23, James Walker.
That's where Rady's sitting on the bench with her.
Yeah, they are. The Highlanders are definitely missing Rainier Thornton in this second half. I guess he's not able to go here in the second half of this basketball game, and that may be a coach's choice to rest him for the conference tournament.
Bigs are very, very important tournament.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, when you're walking double double, you have to take care of that guy. Looks as though Gibbons helped out the Highlanders on those free throws. And we get a steal by the Chargers. Emmanuel Griggs goes in for the layup and gets fouled by number 40, Alex Simmons. And on that play, there was a kind of a lazy pass combined with a not so strong post up just then by Simmons, and it allowed Emmanuel Griggs to sneak around him and get that steal in that post entry pass. First free throw up, no good. A lot of post players do not use the Scott Pollock post up anymore nowadays. I was taught that a long time ago. I guess I'm telling my age about, the Scott Pollock post up, but it worked a lot. It worked very well, when you get your elbows up and you're a big guy and guys have to go around your elbows to get to the basketball. Oh, near steal by the Chargers, and there that man is, Will Gibbons, giving up his body again. Between Gibbons and number 2, Paris Ballinger, as far as giving up their bodies and diving on the floor with the loose balls, man, if you have one player on your team that does that, you're good. But if you have 2 players on the team that don't necessarily have to have the ball in their hand to score, and they're diving on the floor for the ball like that, it's unreal. Shot goes up. Probably not the shot that the Highlanders were looking for by number 5. They get the steal, come back down, and he gets the dunk. He just comes into the game. That's iffy. Okay.
I told Coach at the beginning of the year it's iffy if I can get his last name.
And the Highlanders come up with a steal. That's 2 steals in a row for the Highlanders. And we get a foul. Number 5, Shakari Jones. Oh, yeah. That's one of those freshman fouls where he makes the foul and then looks over at the coaching staff like, I didn't touch him.
I think the biggest thing with this, when you come in as a freshman, you've got to be ready to play.
You have to be. It's definitely different from being in a 4-year program. Tyleek Evans almost comes up with the steal. The guys have to be very careful with their passes with Evans out there on the floor. Oh. Ooh. So we have number 22, that is Michael Stevenson's, who pump fakes on the 3-point shot, goes in, accepts the contact by Emmanuel Griggs of the Chargers. Yes, it is. The pump fake and the mid-range jump shot. Mm-hmm. And, I mean, if you look at the NBA greats and all the great players like your Kobe Bryants and Michael Jordan, those guys live at the elbow line, elbow jump shots and mid-range jump shots and stuff like that, and get into the free throw line. Oh, yeah. Stevenson knocks down both free throws for the Highlanders. Tyleek Evans backed up the court very quickly, and he's stopped. And they have James Walker guarding Evans right now. And let's see if the Chargers will go after that mismatch. They don't. They dump it off to Will Banner, who goes up and dunks the basketball. Wow, that's the first time I've seen Will do that this season. I didn't know he had it in him. But going back to number 23, James Walker, if you want to talk about a versatile player, he is very, versatile and very athletic to be able to stay in front, of Tyleek Evans. It's like we have a bunch of up and down play going on right now. Evans throws up a three and misses. And let's see if Council will slow it down here and try to get the guys back settled. 3-point shot up and no good. Out of bounds, Chargers basketball. It looks like Mr. Troutman has not been on today. He can't find the range on his 3-point shot. I guess that just goes right along with the team right now, going into the latter half of this second half of this basketball game. Is that you just have to make shots, and if you don't make shots and then you give up turnovers on top of that, and a foul, you have a foul 40 feet away from the basket. That things like that will kill you, especially this close to tournament play. That's something that I'm sure that the coaching staff for the Highlanders will go back and they'll take a look at this film and dissect it and use it as a good teaching point for the guys.
Like I said, Coach Gaffney, Coach of the Year, obviously came up with a good defense for us.
Oh, yeah. There we go. Number 23, James Walker. We were just speaking about him being versatile. He just took Fritz Lucien off the dribble, much of the dismay of Coach Gaffney, who was telling him that, reminding him that the guy is right-handed. You can't give up that right-hand straight line drive, or you're going to pick up friendly fire fouls and get your teammates in foul trouble. Oh, yeah. And we get another dunk by Emmanuel Griggs with the assist from Tyleek Evans. And if you blink, this guy, Tyleek Evans, will just blow by you. Yeah, he just checked into the game as number 1, David Watkins. Three-point shot up and good by Tyleek Evans. And as Mark Jones of the NBA would say, hands down, man down. And you have to look at the scouting report and know that this guy can shoot the ball from anywhere on the court. You have to take away that space. But at the same time, you're taking away the space on Tyleek Evans. You know of his quickness. Shot attempt goes up, and there that man Council is again with the offensive rebound. Kicks it out. Shot goes up. Nope. Council gets another rebound. Goes up, gets the foul from Kevon Davenport. I tell you, I just can't say enough about this guy here, number 34, Council. Him being just a ball magnet. It's going to be stout, yeah, very stout, especially with this guy right here maturing. Man. Misses that second one. Quickly up the court. And Jenkins scores with the assist from Tyleek Evans. Yeah. And everything is going right for the Chargers right here in this basketball game. 10:43 left to go in the game. The score is 71-39 in favor of the Chargers of Georgia Highlands College in Rome, Georgia. Back in the game is Paris Ballinger. Comes in for Shakari Jones for the Chargers. 3-point shot up and no good. Rebound Ballinger, who just entered into the game, and he starts the fast break. Gives it over to Tyleek. Over to Keemont Jenkins. And looks like he got away with a travel there. But anyway, has the ball up to Tyleek, who controls the offense. Over to Ballinger. Great spin move. Oh! Tyleek Evans with the spin move. Misses, and Kevon Davenport there to follow up. Almost gets a dunk, but he is fouled by number 23, James Walker of the Highlanders. Sending Davenport to the line for two. Yep. Yep. And when they go back and look at the film, they can see that, you know, they had a lot of uncontested shots, a lot of good looks at the basket, and it just wasn't falling for the Highlanders tonight. And that's unfortunate, because the Chargers, you know, if they're making shots and plus they're applying that kind of pressure on you, I mean, it makes out for a long game. 3-point shot up by the Highlanders, and good. They finally get one to go. And that's number 22, Michael Stevenson. Good left-handed 3-point jump shot there by Stevenson. And we got an over and back call. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm kind of glad that they went away from calling that so much, because it was like we were at a refereeing contest. You know, all the whistles that were going out, and people want to come out and see a basketball game. They don't want to hear the whistle being blown, you know, 80 times a game for a foul. And speaking of foul, we have a foul on number 32, Mr. Jenkins. And there goes that man again, Mr. Council. Well, I guess it being this late in the season, you can go ahead and say that Mr. Council has graduated to being a sophomore in his play. Oh, yeah. He knocks down that first free throw. 9:39 left to go in the game. 73-43 is the score in favor of the Chargers, and Council is about to shoot his second free throw. It's up and no good, but the Highlanders come down with the rebound. 3-point shot up and good. Again, Michael Stevenson has seemed to find the stroke from behind the arc. Looks like we're going to have a few substitutions here. Ballinger goes up for three, misses. Rebound, Highlanders. They quickly advance up the floor. Stevenson again, misses this time. And that looks like a heat check shot. But I think on the next possession, the coaching staff will be looking to Mr. Stevenson, calling out his number again, since he has the hot hand. You know, making 2 out of 3 of the last shots is pretty good percentage. Jenkins hasn't quite found the range in this game. Misses that long three. Rebound to Stevenson, who pros the defense, kicks it out to number 54. Misses, and Council gets the offensive rebound. And these two freshmen are working well together. We get a basket interference called on the Chargers. 2 points good. But those two freshmen are relentless on the glass when it comes to rebounding the basketball. And that is number 54, Austin Knowlton, and, of course, my man, Mr. Council, Cedric Council. Will Gibbons checks into the game, along with Emmanuel Griggs for the Chargers. And it looks like the Highlanders is going to come with a press. And with the guards that the Chargers have, it's kind of hard to press them. And just as I said, we have a lob from Paris Ballinger to Emmanuel Griggs for the dunk. And we get a steal by the Chargers. Tyleek Evans with the easy lay-in. Like I was saying, it's very hard to press these guys because they have a team full of talented guards. And as I said, we have another turnover. Tyleek Evans drops it off to Ballinger, goes up for three-point up, and good. I think we have a substitution timeout by the Chargers. Yeah, because his starters play a lot of minutes, during the season. Tyleek and Donnell Dean, they play a lot of heavy minutes. Also Davenport and Jenkins. So it's good to see those guys out. But you see Ballinger and Gibbons are still out there on the court, and that's just because they like the way those guys play defense. When you have guys that don't hurt the team and play tremendous defense like that and sacrifice their body, you reward them by allowing them to play. And we get a shot attempt by the Highlanders. Shakari Jones comes back down, gets the ball deflected out of his hand on the layup attempt. Still Chargers basketball. Terrence Brown into the game for the Highlanders. 7 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in the game. The score is 80-48 in favor of the Chargers. And Ballinger with a uncontested layup on the out-of-bounds play. Yeah. You really can't afford for any of your top 5 to 7 basketball players to get hurt in a game like this where it's pretty much already decided. We have another 2-point layup by Emmanuel Griggs on the missed layup by Justin Bridges.
Yeah, in a game like this, too, you coming into a number 2 house, you better be there to run the game.
Oh, yeah. Looks like Mr. Walker got caught switching pivot feet then. Chargers basketball. And I have a feeling that either Emmanuel Griggs or Paris Ballinger will be coming out on the next dead ball. Speaking of Ballinger, pulls up for the 3-point shot. Misses everything except for the backboard. And that's 2 big guys going after the basketball. Neither one of those guys are going to back down from no one. Yeah, me either. To help those guys up and make sure that exactly. Because Griggs and Walker, respectively, are probably 2 of the toughest guys in the conference. Three-point shot up and good. Brandon Banks for the Highlanders. It's a good-looking jump shot by Mr. Banks. Shakari Jones brings the ball up into the front court for the Chargers. Takes a peek over at the coaching staff. Looks like they're going to play a little 1-4 low. Shakari goes up. And I can tell you one thing. In this game, you might as well not look at the referee. You might as well expect for there to be contact on every play. You just have to play it. You just have to adjust to that and play through it.
especially now when it gets below depth.
Yeah,
Hey, when teams get blowed out. Got the main man up.
yeah. Looked like there was a little acting job also in that. I guarantee you that guy there, Emmanuel Griggs, is 6'8", probably 235. Yeah, he's a grown man. Griggs to the line to shoot 1-1. Misses the free throw. 5.5 minutes left to go in this contest, and it looks like the Chargers will be on to another victory as the guys from the Highlanders just made a mid-range jump shot, and they come with a little pressure defense. Gibbons goes up with the floater, misses, gets his own rebound, kicks it out to E-Man. Kevin shoots a three, up and no good. As the bench players jump up, wanting him to hit that shot. On the other end, three-point shot, up and good. That's number 3, Brandon Banks. .440 left to go in the games. The score is 84-56 in favor of the Chargers. Ballinger has the ball up front, milking the clock. Kicks it off to Gibbons, who goes in, accepts the contact. No foul call. They are definitely letting them play. And there we have it, a foul. And that's one thing you're not going to see from Gibbons. He will never complain to the referees about, any calls they make or don't make. He just goes out there and plays the game the right way. And you love to coach kids like that, that have much more respect for the game, than anything else. And it definitely means a lot for the game of basketball to have players of that caliber. Oh, yeah. Looks like Jordan Adams just checks into the basketball game.
Did you hear that? The Lady Chargers are up by 2 in the championship game.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it would be good for them to have 2 victories in the same day, especially for the Lady Chargers to win that championship game. Get a chance to go to the big dance. Chargers basketball.
Biggest thing is I'm worried about with our guys right now is Ray. Hopefully he did not damage that knee too bad.
Yeah, that would be a terrible loss. You know, even though this the last regular season game, it would be a terrible loss if they didn't have him for the tournament play. I mean, he's had an outstanding career at Gordan State. As Ballinger drives to the lane, misses. Jordan Adams gets the rebound, and the ball is deflected out of bounds, and it will stay Chargers basketball. We talk a lot about sports and a lot about individual. I mean, just the 2 teams and, how much respect both coaches have and the coaching staff have throughout the conference and throughout the nation. Just blue-collar workers, and they just come in and do their thing and, go about their way. And, that's a diamond in the rough when you have 2 respected programs going hard at each other. You don't have nothing but nice things to say about both coaching staff and the players. It's outstanding. It definitely doesn't take away from the hard work that these guys put in. Jordan Adams with the rebound, gets the ball knocked out of his hand. Two more points.
Capers has been waiting all year for Iffy to do it.
Yep.
Exactly what we've been waiting for that. That might be somebody that winds up being important in the tournament
Oh, yeah.
if he's waking up.
Yeah, you can definitely see how much bounce that guy has. You know, he gets off the floor really well. Looks like the Chargers is just trying to get out of here, you know, with the victory without getting anybody, getting a twisted ankle or anything like that. They're trying to get out of here with this victory. But second and third, the guys off the bench have to come in and play solid because, I mean, this is the stepping stone going into conference play or tournament play rather. Because you never know, you know. You always have to have that next man up type attitude.
Well, with that, yeah. I mean, you got to depend on somebody who's ripping every night. That's
Oh
all.
yeah.
Like you said, you never know.
Jordan Adams lays it in. Great drop-off pass.
Dean Smith, one of my favorite quotes I've ever heard in basketball. Angelo Wilson. He said, "How do you know you got a chance to win?" He says, "You're on the court."
Exactly. Exactly. Couldn't have said it better. And when that guy talks, you listen. So many wonderful memories by Coach Dean Smith over the years.
Since you did age yourself, I remember watching that game live. Hurting my friends. Game that made MJ the star.
Oh yeah. Fritz Lucian gets fouled and makes the layup. 50 seconds left to go in the game. The score is 88-60 in favor of the Chargers. Fritz Lucian at the free throw line, ready to see if he can complete this three-point play the hard way. And he does. And you have a lot of long faces over there on the Highlanders bench, but they really don't have anything to be that down about. You know, they had all the shot attempts, great looks at the basket. They just couldn't make a shot tonight, and just a few costly turnovers. You know, and that was just the whole outcome of the game, just the turnovers and not being able to make wide open shots.
We probably shot in the 20s somewhere in the first half.
Yep. And it's definitely hard to win a basketball game at this level when you're shooting, you know, below 40% from the field. Especially if you're shooting below 30%. You know, it's very hard to win.
Again, they proved why they were number 2 in the nation.
Oh, yeah.
I enjoyed it.
So did I.
Hopefully, I don't know exactly what's going to happen. More than likely, we're going to Georgia Tech Tuesday night.
Well, good luck to you guys in the tournament play. And that is it for us here today at the Corral. The score 89-65 in favor of the Georgia Highlands Chargers come out victorious with a stifling defensive game and great shooting. And the Highlanders on this basketball game just did not shoot that well and had some costly turnovers there that just, you know, completely took them out of the game. But great effort, and we love to see a great basketball game like this. And good luck to you guys. Thank you.
All right, y'all have a good one.
You too.